Oh, hi there! Vivo X200 Pro versus Ultra. The last video left some questions opened. People want to know more. What phone is better? What should they buy? I want to explain the main differences between these two devices, flagship from the last year and lower tier offering from this one. We are living in the times where corporations trying to move a needle, giving us less for more.
Comparing our memory to other systems' memory actually isn't equivalent. Actually, 8 gigabytes on an M3 MacBook Pro is probably analogous to 16 gigabytes on other systems.
All the engineering and marketing decisions are made to lead us spend more money.
Work with me here. The more you buy, the more you save. That's right, work with me here. The more you buy, the more you save.
Overtone windows if you wish. Our expectations are being lowered, and the price is increasing at the same time. The more you buy, the more you save. But what about these phones? Differences are bigger than you think. First one is build quality. I feel like everyone will use them with protection cases. But inside them, Ultra has more quality and premium design. Not like Pro model is bad. No. Glass-like back, fingers slide on it. But Ultra feels more robust, with the same glidey-slidey feeling with full metal, with more polished materials and engravings. Also, for me, it feels better in the hand. It is easier to reach the side of the screen. While on X200 Pro, I have to constantly put the phone on the side of the palm. It is not so comfortable. Gladly, we have the best one-hand mode in the game on both. So, these points may be irrelevant to you. Speakers and sound. This one is huge, especially for me. X100 Ultra is just simply better, like a lot better. In my previous video I said that Ultra is 4 out of 5 and Pro will be 3. But to tell the truth, if I be more honest and strict, it feels more like 2.5 or even 2 out of 5. Sound is more muffled, less spectral separation. Ultra is more crisp, has more depth, more echoes, more vibrato. Sound is a very noticeable downgrade. Take a quick listen. But not everything is gloom and doom. Performance-wise, I will quickly say what is better on X200 Pro. Obviously, new processor has more powers and more efficiency. You will get noticeable boost in the battery life. You can see that after small tests we have 6% difference. During the day it can become 12, 18 and more. 24 hours drain test showed only 1% loss. Screen is more bright and has OLED flickering reduction in the eye care tab to save your vision. But saying all that, it is just a generational improvements that I expect naturally, especially after years of stagnation and artificial gatekeeping from the whole industry. Video is a noticeable upgrade. X200 Pro does not have night video mode as X100 Ultra, but it does not need one, because it has it built into the normal video mode. It has better lock video that now can shoot up to 60 frames per second instead of 30 and on all camera lenses instead of main only. But it feels like this is only a software limitation instead of hardware, because Snapdragon and these sensors are more than capable enough. If we open third-party application, I can see abnormal noise on X200 Pro on the Sony S-Log3 and any log, even on a base ISO, which can't be removed with any noise reduction, while on X100 Ultra everything is clean, even on high ISO levels. So this is more useful to me, because I can have a second angle with 32-bit float audio, and the image will be clean and usable, while on X200 Pro it is impossible to achieve. Maybe native camera app can give me similar results, but I see no option to turn off stabilization to get more field of view. Also, no guarantees that I can have 32-bit float audio. To tell the truth, to feel myself, I will use something like DJI Osmo Pocket 3 over any modern smartphone, any day of the week. It will give better, more consistent and predictable image with better stabilization. Lenses are also a big downgrade. Ultrawide has less field of view with noticeable bevel distortion. That luckily can be corrected in the settings, but we lose even more field of view. And the most disappointing. Instead of 1-inch sensor, X200 Pro is using smaller 1/1.3 inch, and image quality degradation is huge. Maybe you won't notice it too much on the abstract shapes and forms. New, more aggressive computation and processing can hide this, but especially it is visible on the precise forms, such as faces of people. Just look at this. Image on X200 Pro is a lot more artificial on the main sensor, with less natural details and textures of the skin, especially on the 2x digital crop, even during the daylight, not to tell about the night. It affects portraits of people, sculptures. You get less natural depth of field and bokeh. If X100 Ultra blurs the borders between smartphone and conventional mirrorless camera, X200 Pro in some occasions feel more smartphone-y, with visible and aggressive processing that can be a noticeable downgrade for some people. For me at least, it is. Next one is the new so-called landscape mode. Vivo combined bunch of modes such as night mode, astro mode, super moon, lone exposure, perspective correction, panorama, night panorama in one single tab. And I am not a big fan of it. To tell the truth, I really hate it. There is no dedicated super moon and astrophotography modes right now on X200 Pro. They are built into this new landscape mode. Basically, it means that phone should automatically detect the scene and give you stars and moon in the sky. So there is no manual control. You need to rely on the automatic systems and pray that everything goes as you want. I am in the process of making new large photo conversion right now and still test things out. Yesterday I tried to film the sky in the highly light polluted area, and by my observations on X100 Ultra, manual astrophotography mode with tripod button turned on constantly gives more stars and they are better defined, with less overexposure on the highlights. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that X200 Pro is using downgraded small sensor. But this new landscape mode gives me consistently worse results than manual astro mode on Ultra, if we are talking about the star photography. I wish we have more controls, more physical modes and buttons, more agency over my device, instead of relying on automatic scene detection. Unfortunately, looks like Ultra will get the same app in the future, and it makes me think that I won't upgrade my device on the new Origin OS 5, just because of this fact alone. But I need to take more tests, subscribe not to miss the next future in-depth comparison. So, this is basically it. Almost all the major and really impactful differences. What is my conclusions? If you do not care about photography on main sensor and ultra-wide, Pro will be better all-around phone for average user, with better video for less money. But for me, all these improvements are incremental and expected generational upgrades that I won't notice during my daily life and work. But core functionality is missing. Better speakers, worse sensors on cameras, also questionable features on camera app. For some reason X200 Pro right now is missing HDR on humanistic street photography mode, which makes it completely unusable for me at the moment. So, as a person who enjoys photography, I still choose X100 Ultra over new X200 Pro. There is a reason why it has professional photography words engraved on its metal body. I will wait for the next real upgrade for Vivo's best camera phone, and hope that it will be in the triple foldable body. And instead of flagship, I will call it the new name, Mothership. But until then, see you in the next videos.